infinite.
What's up, guys, and welcome back. As you can see, and if you remember, we are doing quests for Rex today. So let's go on our first mission, which I think is to go talk to that one girl in that camp, the doctor, and see if there's anything we can do about our buddy Rex. There seems to be a problem with him, and as for now, he's doing alright. I mean, he's not quite himself, as the king has told us. But there seems to be something we might be able to do about this if we talk to Julie, I think her name is. So, like we've been doing, we're going to travel back and forth and see what we can do. I really wished they would have put all of Freeside in one area. I don't know if there was a reason they did it this way, but it is quite annoying to run back and forth through this van that's out front of Freeside, or that separates the two. I do know that, the side we're just in is a little bit more established for residents of Freeside that have kind of lived there and grown up there, and the outer edge, this part that we're going into now, is more for quote-unquote squatters. So the first missions we're going to be taking a look at today are going to be Rex, and if we have enough time, we will definitely look into the Fiend missions. The king, however, now does owe us a favor, which, as he said, is invaluable and should be saved. So let's wait a while and ponder on what we want. Hint, hint. What we want is Rex. I hope I didn't give too much away.
Hello there.
Hello. Hello. I've always wondered if things would be the way they are in Fallout New Vegas, like if there was really a nuclear fallout. I mean, because, I think one thing they did that was really good is they did a good job of showing how civilization would kind of reestablish orders that we were familiar with, such as hierarchies, and start segregating people like we tend to do based on ethnicity, class, wealth. Class and wealth really do kind of go hand in hand. I don't mean to be a jerk, but I don't know many impoverished people who are classy.
Great to see you again.
The king said you could tell me more about his robotic dog.
Rex? It breaks my heart every time I see him. He's such a good dog.
The king bought him from here, oh my gosh, the king brought him here for treatment. I can't read today.
A few months ago. We had to tell him there was nothing we could do.
So you can't heal him?
No. Rex's condition is way beyond anything we can handle. He requires brain surgery and some sophisticated cybernetics work, too.
So there's no chance he'll ever get better?
I didn't say that. While no one here has that kind of expertise, I do know of one man who might fit the bill. There's an old scientist named Dr. Henry, who reportedly specializes in this sort of procedure. He'd probably be your best bet. Last I heard, he was living up in Jacobstown, far to the northwest.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
No problem.
See if she has anything. She's got a few things. Oh yeah, doctor's bag. How could we forget that? Okay, so let's take a look at the map. Oh. Oh wait, that's Novak. I was like, really? This is where it's telling us to go, right? Yeah, it is. It's just kind of funky that way. They need to start placing the markers in the middle of the door, because it makes it very confusing when you get to the door and the marker isn't directly in front of you like you would assume that it would be. I can't remember where Jacobstown is. I hope it's not too far. And then what's the point? I should have Rex with me. The king should have been like, here, you take him, get him fixed. Blah, blah. But no. I have to do all the footwork, go report back to the king, and then he's probably going to be like, here, we'll take Rex and do with him what you will. Where is this taking us? Nick and Ralph's. Nick and Ralph have some pretty good stuff. I'm not going to diss on them. I think they have way better stuff the further we get into the game, but as for now, we're kind of just stuck. I believe we are level 7 now, which I guess that's pretty good for only being, what is this, the 13th episode in? So if you take that and, you know, you're going by that, we should be by level 14 in level 26, 27. I don't want to make projections that I'm not going to hold up to you, but let's hope. Oh, so I need to go talk to the king. Alright, that makes sense. Hopefully now he'll let me take Rex. That way we won't have to come back here. I'm going to try to keep this episode short. I don't know how well that's going to work, but we will see. Hey, the king, what's up?
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. Thanks again. So, what can I do for you?
No problem. Soldier boy is my specialty.
She said, what? Why didn't she just say so when I was there? Actually, come to think of it, I was pretty angry when I went down there. I vaguely recall something about upending a few tables, maybe knocking out one of her doctors. Anyway, that's incredible news. Only thing is, there's too much going on around here for me to make a trip like that. And I need all of my guys just to keep things settled here. You seem to be awfully interested in my boy Rex here, and you've done some good work for me already. I'll tell you what, you promised to get Rexy here to that doctor, and I'll lend him to you. What do you say?
Absolutely. I'll see that he gets better.
I can't thank you enough. Now, there's a few things you should know about old Rex here if you're going to be traveling together. First, he hates rats. Can't stand the things. Giant rats, mole rats, doesn't matter. He catches a whiff of one, and he's off like a shot after him. He's normally pretty obedient, but you might have to chase him some if he goes after one of the little varmints. Second, he doesn't like hats, or the people wearing them. Don't ask. I have no idea why. Maybe because it rhymes with rats. That should be it, though. Other than the occasional bad spot when his brain starts hurting him, that is. But I'm hoping you'll see to that. I wish you both luck. Take care of my Rex now, you hear?
Yeah.
Rex, this is your new master. Protect him as you would me.
Yeah. Awesome. Let's do it up. So he does let us take Rex. I am actually shocked. I didn't remember that. I don't think I ever got Rex. I think the mechanical bot that I got was EDE. EDE is... He's pretty cool, but Rex, I've heard good things about him. I haven't personally experienced all of the perks that Rex here has to offer, but I'm sure that they're just as good, if not better, than EDE. So right now we have the configuration that I was hoping for, which is to have Boone and to have Rex, to have the infinite cap glitch. In a weird way, we kind of have it all. Except our anti-material rifle. Once we get that, we will be complete. That was the king's dog. Now it's my dog. Okay, let's get the map. That is a far trek. Let's go ahead and... Whoa! Fast travel out here. That'll get us part of the way. And then we'll have to trek the rest on foot. Which, that doesn't matter to me, because this is going to be at least one loading sign that we can do and get it over with, instead of having to go through Freeside and then there and there and there. So, save us a little bit of time. I do believe this place we're going, Jacobstown, is a mutant place. I don't know how the mutants will react to us. Hopefully it's good. I know that sometimes Boone has some problems with some peoples. I don't know if that's mutants, but we will soon find out. Crap. Okay, good. I heard him barking. I just assumed that he was already running after something. Okay. So how do we get to Jacobstown? Let's look at our map real quick. So apparently there's a pass through here. So let's go ahead and mark this as our destination. Because I don't believe that there is a path we can take that will take us on a route past these mountains. I mean, obviously that would be the quickest way, but I don't think it's going to happen. The good thing, however, is we will be encountering a few places on the way that will be nice in the future for fast travel. And like I was saying, see, if we had gone up there earlier, then this mission would be a cinch. We could just fast travel on up there and done. Well, this doesn't look good. This looks absolutely horrible. Plasma rifle. We'll take that. Bottle caps, buff out, straight razor. Huh. Interesting. What will we encounter on this lonely road? See? This right here, all of this is why we pay taxes. So next time you're complaining, which I actually do often, just play Fallout New Vegas and learn the value of taxes. Do you want your car driving on roads like this? I didn't think so. The funny thing that I find is, okay, so this is a yellow, and in the US, this yellow line striped means that it's a 2-lane. One's pass, striped is pass, solid is don't pass, but a yellow usually means that it's 2 lanes. If this were white, it would be both lanes going the same direction. Since it's yellow, one lane goes one way, the other lane goes the other way. But the funny thing is they have another road right beside this road, which I don't know why you would do that. On the highways that we have that are like this in America, that are spaced roads like this, usually it's a 2-lane highway, and these would be white lines, and then that would be going that direction, and this road would be going the direction we are heading, because in America we drive on our right side. And our driver's seat is on the left side. This actually looks like clean water. Oh, it's rad. Rad-ridden water. Uh-oh. Did we pass our marker? I think we did. Oh, that was that intersection that we just passed that I thought nothing about. That's funny. I got all caught up in my road speech. I completely forgot what we were doing. I'm sure Boone and our dog, Boondog, don't mind the extra walk. It's good for us. Now that you're an American road expert, what kind of road would this be? You're right, a 2-lane multi-directional road. Congratulations. You have passed driver's ed. Driver's ed was a joke. I don't know if it's because I paid for a really good school. Well, technically I didn't pay, my mother paid. But she paid for a really nice school. So I don't know if that has anything to do with how easy it was. I know that they had some that were offered to us by our public education, which I did not take. And I heard different stuff from there. I heard that it was, from some people I heard that it was fairly easy. From others I heard that they struggled with it. With the one that I took, it was from this company called McGinnis School of Driving. And I believe it was fairly expensive. It was like a 2-week thing. And you'd go, I think it was like 2 to 3 times a week for 2 weeks. And at the end of it, you'd have a driving test. I think I had 2 driving tests. I got tested on a standard, oddly enough. Which is funny, though, because that's the car I learned on. The only reason I got stuck with the standard was because everyone else was using the automatics, which I actually ended up doing well on. But the written part of the exam was, stuff that I'm just like, really? Like, what do you do at a stop sign? It's like, I don't know, a sign that says stop. That's a tough one. And then the other question was like, what does a blinker indicate? And they're all multi-choice questions, so of course one of them's like, to tell, or for acceleration. The other one's like, to warn other drivers of their closeness. And then the other one's like, to signal other drivers that you're turning. So, fairly easy questions. I think that the only thing that there is on the way, I'm happy that there's not any more of those Yawa, or I forget what they're called. They're like the bears. I don't think they appear in Fallout New Vegas. I think they might, but I think it's only in the DLC. Yeah, so you just have some stupid giant mantis. And fortunately, Boone and this thing killing them still gives us the points, the XP. And we are well on our way to achieving level 8. I'm really liking this series, Fallout New Vegas, so much so that I've abandoned, for the time being, Minecraft. I will be getting back to that soon, but I've just been very intrigued and wanting to continue. Dang, Boone is just... he is crazy. Oh crap.
Alright. It's over. Got away.
Okay, good. I thought he was completely dead. I was like, that is not good. I think we got flipped around. Okay, yes, the way we're going. How close are we? Oh, we're like right there. Stupid Cazadors. I hate Cazadors. Luckily, we have Boone and Rex, so they're not too much of a pain. Boone, so until we get the anti-material rifle, Boone, you'll notice, is going to steal a lot of our kills. Good job, Rex. Kill that mantis. Oh crap, you know what? He doesn't like hats, which is kind of funny, because this one of these mutants... I'm not going to spoil it. You'll see. Just remember, keep in mind, Rex does not like hats. And it's probably because it rhymes with rats. Get into a nice snowy biome, and there it is. Looking nice. There's a super mutant. It's Marcus. He's cool. Let's go ahead and put our gun away. Turn our flashlight on.
Welcome to Jacobstown, human. You're free to walk around. Just don't stare at the Nightkin. They don't like people looking at them. And if you're NCR, keep it to yourself. They're not popular around here.
I'm looking for Dr. Henry.
Doc's inside the lodge.
I had some questions about Jacobstown. We'll address those
See
later.
you.
Thank you. Carry on. I like how the mutants have kind of created their own place out here in the wilderness. Since they are mutants and all, they wouldn't be openly accepted in society. So they take refuge out here in the mountains. Also probably a nice place to hunt, I would assume. Yagwai, that's what they were called. The bear-looking things from Fallout 3. Fallout 3, come to think about it, they do have a Deathclaw. I think I've only seen one Deathclaw in Fallout 3. And he's actually not that hard to kill, unfortunately.
Another human. One was enough.
Here we go.
I assume this is about something important? You're interrupting my research.
Oh yes.
It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only preserve a living brain for so long, so you'll need to find a replacement. I haven't left Jacobstown in years, but there was one woman in Novak. Gibson. I remember her living with a pack of hounds. Aside from her, I know that the Fiends and Caesar's Legion fight alongside dogs. There could be viable specimens among them, if you can get to them.
Let's go through his dialogue real quick.
I prefer the solitude, and have...
Okay. So, that's going to be easy because Lady Gibson, like I was saying, that's one of the ladies who I was talking about who can do very good repairs to our gear and our weaponry. So, luckily, now that we're way out here and there's no enemies nearby, we can warp back to Novak, which is going to be very close to where we need to go. If you look at the map, watch, let's see here. Okay, there's Novak, there's Helios 1, there's Lady Gibson. We're gonna go there first. We could go and try to do the whole Kaisar mission thing, to get one of their dogs, but that's actually the hardest way of doing things. And I'm all about ease, as you can probably tell. Let me check the time real quick. We're about 25 minutes in, not bad. Keeping America safe. Nellis Air Force. Yeah, it is Nellis Air Force Base. We're going to be taking a look at that, but that's definitely not going to be until we're at least a little bit more leveled up. Let's go ahead and place our marker by this, else it's going to be hard to find. Okay, so it's going to be there, which means we're going to have to go around this building. While we are here, let's see if we can't pick up some medical supplies. This girl is not in yet, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 a.m. She should be back here. I've noticed my wait button's kind of glitchy. Sometimes it'll take a while for it to get started. Really? People in this town are lazy. Come on, wait button. What the fish? Where's the doctor at? I need to talk to her. More than anything, I need some stint packs and stuff. Well, I don't necessarily need them, but it wouldn't hurt. Yeah, it'll be here forever. Just go ahead and go find Lady Gibson, which should just be right up the road here. At her junkyard. I think this is her junkyard, actually. In fact, right here. Yep. She should be sitting here on her porch with her dogs. Hopefully our dog doesn't attack their dogs. And that's a cool floaty dog.
Hi there. I'm Old Lady Gibson, or so they tell me. I've got odds and ends for sale, and I'm pretty good at fixing things, too. You might have noticed the very large building just north of here. That's Helios 1. The NCR runs the place, so it's off limits to prospectors.
Dr. Henry sent me. I need a new brain for my cyber dog.
Dr. Henry? Now there's a name I haven't heard in years. Hard to believe he's still alive. As for your request, it's a bit ghoulish if you ask me, but Ray is pretty old, and I'll probably have to put him down soon enough. As for the price for this favor, 700 caps sounds about right. Ray's like family, and I've got other dogs to take care of.
Huh. 700 caps, you say, huh?
I happen...
Okay.
Here, Ray! Mama's got something for you.
Oh, that was dirty. That was real dirty. I loved it. Thank you. Well, that's actually why we're here.
So, you're back.
See what you can do. See if you got anything of use to us. Stim packs, it's not bad. Other than that, pretty useless. Unless I knew how to play Caravan, which I don't. So, let's...
Give me a...
Need some repairs. Let's go ahead and repair all. Dang, that was expensive, but it was worth it. Okay, let's fast travel back. Way up here. Whoa, there we go. And get Rex in working order. 700 caps, that wasn't bad. Not nearly as expensive as repairing all of our gear to full working condition. I think we could have gotten it. It probably would have been a little bit more expensive, but I think we could have gotten it repaired a bit more at the outpost. But of course, our mission isn't out at the outpost, and this just happened to be the most convenient. When it comes down to it, and we need to, we'll go to the outpost and get our stuff repaired up to military specs. But for now, Lady Gibson should do when we're in or around Novak. Helios 1's a fairly interesting mission. That one's a lot of running around. That one's kind of boring. Maybe I'll decide that some of these missions are better off accomplished off camera, but then again, I don't know. I've always wondered if the whole Vicky and Vance casino was an ode to...
Got a problem.
Uh-oh.
Could use your help. Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again.
How have they been harassing the town?
Killing our bighorners, shooting at the lodge, that sort of thing. It's getting hard to keep people from retaliating.
You're sure these mercenaries work for the NCR?
Guess I can't say for sure if they're NCR. Wherever they are, they want us dead or gone.
Why can't you just take them out?
Not looking to fight. That'll give NCR an excuse to come up here and wipe us out.
What do you want me to do?
You're human. They might be willing to listen to what you have to say. Maybe. I'm not asking you to kill them. Just talk them into leaving. Hell, pay them off if you have to.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
I think we're gonna have to pay him off. This game actually does become a lot friendlier when you have money, luckily. But let's get Rex repaired real quick. We are putting an old brain in him. I wish he would have killed one of her younger dogs and put it in Rex, but hey, whatever. Whatever's clever. I guess it'll work or last the remainder of the game. So can't complain. Let's see how much he's going to charge us for this little surgery. Hey!
Is there something?
Yes.
Very well. Show me what you brought so that I can analyze its potential.
This brain is from Ray, one of old Lady Gibson's dogs.
All right, let's see here. Neural pathways look good. Definitely a breed of guard dog. If I transplant this brain into Rex, he'll be a bit more ferocious in his attacks.
Transplant Ray's brain into Rex.
Have a seat. This will take a while.
Rex has gained the Fateful Protect. Increase attack damage. Perfect. Did we just gain a level? Yup. Let's put towards guns again. Getting up there. Let's see what we got. New. Strong back. With strong back perk, you can carry 50 more pounds of equipment sold. Okay, so I think that's it. I don't see any more missions equipped. Let's go ahead and, since we're up here, let's do this. Okay, so let's keep the guns off for now. See if we can help in protecting Jacobstown. I mean, the mutants moved way the heck up here. I don't know why people wouldn't just leave them alone. Yeah, it's all these dumb guys out here. Whoops. Dumb abdominals is what I was gonna say.
Our business is with the muties, not you.
That's cool.
I faced down a charging Deathclaw and didn't blink. What makes you think I'd back down from you?
Well, I have money.
Just doing what I'm paid to do. Harass the muties until they leave or attack us. If they leave, we'll let them go. If they attack, we wipe them out. Either way, the job's not done until they're cleared out of the town. Won't name names, but some important folks in the NCR are sick of muties attacking their Brahmin herds. They want them gone from NCR territory. Maybe this group had something to do with attacking Brahmin, maybe not. Doesn't matter. We're getting paid to make them go away.
I heard you're mercenaries. Will caps make you go away?
We're still owed half, 2,500 caps. Pay up and we'll be on our way. If you're short, maybe you can get the money from the muties.
Here.
Deal's a deal. We'll be on our way.
Thank you. Now leave. Good day, sir. I never get sick of that. Good day, sir. With my voice cracking. Awesome. Okay.
Something on your mind?
Yeah. You won't have any more trouble with those mercenaries.
Good. Glad you didn't kill them. Letting them walk away proves we're not bloodthirsty mutants. If NCR or anybody else is looking for an excuse to attack Jacobstown, they're not gonna get it from us.
That was only 250 XP, really?
Smart, charismatic, and hell of a mean streak. He's got a lot. Keen is because of a promise, one I haven't been able to keep. The Nightkin all suffer from schizophrenia. It's the stealth boys they use, or used to use. Nightkin have a hard time being seen like normal folks. Can't stand it. A few already left to try and find more stealth boys. A miserable situation. They either stay here and suffer, or dig up stealth boys and lose their minds. Not much of a choice. That happens, there's a good chance other Nightkin will follow. It'll make it hard to get a cure to them. Worse, if Keen and the Nightkin tear up the Mojave hunting for stealth boys, people are gonna get killed. Most humans can't tell the difference between mutants. Might come here looking for payback.
You're a mutant too? Wouldn't the Nightkin listen to you?
That's like saying Caesar and Kimball would listen to each other. Nightkin don't have a lot of trust for others, mutants included. All right.
Let's just get this over with real quick. Make sure that it doesn't have anything for us. That's it. Okay. So let's see, what else do we want to tackle now? Guess who I saw today? Optional. Ask Lily to help you investigate the Night Stalker mutations. Look for the source of the Night Stalker stealth mutation. That seems hard. To Repcom facility. That's a long mission. Let's do this one. Yeah, it's gonna take us back here. Luckily, these missions are very easily done too. Yeah, we should have warped back to gun runners. Because we are up another level. I think we have to have guns at 100 before we can get the anti-material rifle. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I think that's the requirements. I think your strength has to be at least 8 and gun has to be at 100. People are saying that there are level requirements. I don't know if that's the case or not. Either way, we're going up pretty quick. We're coming up in the levels by just accomplishing these short missions. I was a little disappointed that paying off 2,500 caps didn't get us much of anywhere, but c'est la vie, right? I don't know if we're going to have time to complete this mission to the full, but we will have time to take a look at some of the beginning steps that we will need to accomplish at the very beginning of this mission. Poseidon Energy. I looked up that gun. It's pretty much useless. It's worth getting though. It's a rare gun. It's kind of just like a trophy. Hang it up on your mantle. Talk about it when guests come over. That kind of stuff. That's the first guy we're going to need to talk to is going to be down this way. Oh, this should be fun. Oh, dude. Not a good day for you, that is. Of course there's nothing on you that I want. He was wearing a hat. I should have let Rex just tear him to pieces. Well, let's go in here first. We'll talk to this guy. Poor guy.
You have chems, buddy? I could really use a fix.
Julie Farkas said you could use some help.
Julie's a saint, but I don't need help. I feel young and strong, as long as I get my chems.
You look pretty bad, Jacob. You should probably stop using chems.
Why stop? I feel great. No worries. My guy will be here soon enough. Just wait. If I had 2 caps to scrape together, I'd buy the materials to make my own. My damn hands won't stop shaking. This guy named Dixon. Something about him seems sketchy, but I can't stop now. Last time I stopped, I felt like I was gonna turn inside out. At this point, I'm mostly buying his stuff just so I don't feel sick. Speaking of which, do you have any spare caps? Why?
Sound like a drug that exists in the real world, maybe? Heroin, if you were wondering. This is Dixon, by the way.
Looking for a fix, man?
Yeah, let me see what we got for sale.
Have a look.
Oh, no, I don't want Dixon whiskey.
Thanks. Yeah, man. Those cats are out of their domes addicted to my shit. They can't get enough. Pretty hilarious to watch.
I need to stop supplying Bill and Jacob.
Really? Ah, you're such a saint. You know what? I might be willing to stop if there's something in it for me.
Yeah. So the NCR is supplying you with cheap chems to keep Freeside down.
Wait, man. You can't go around saying shit like that. Okay, I get your point. You won't have to worry about me supplying those 2 anymore. Yep.
I need to go talk to them both and tell them what had happened.
So you're back. Got any chems for me yet?
I took care of the dealer. Now you can clean up.
What? I need a fix now.
I want to help you get well, Jacob.
Fine. If you really care so much, then give me some shots of Fixer to calm down these shakes. I'm gonna need at least 10 shots to get me through the week. From there, the followers should be able to help.
Jacob.
No way. Withdrawal symptoms will kill me if I don't have Fixer to flush out the chem. Get the hell out of...
Okay, fine. Pansy. Let's go talk to the other guy first. Let's see. Okay, there's... Wait a second, I thought we just went and talked to this guy. Well, that was a horrific scream.
So you're back.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get that. Let's go talk to this person. I think the only other way to stop Dixon is to kill him, and I'm not positive, but I think we might have to do that anyway. So this other guy is going to be
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people.
in this side of Freeside. If it wasn't for these loading screens, I think we would be a lot farther by now. I'm guesstimating at least level 10. I would say that the loading screens are taking up about 1/6 of our time. I'll have to create some fancy loading screen dialogue. Okay, so I believe the other guy is down here in this broken down motel. It's right across from Silver Rush. I had a hard time finding this guy at first. Mainly because of his location. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Come on, man, I'm not. Julie? I love Julie. She's such a nice lady. One time I was working on the water pump and she came over, put her hand on my shoulder and told me I was doing a great job. Great job, she says. I just choked up and didn't say nothing. Compliments are so rare these days. What the hell? Why? I need alcohol, man. I'm gonna die if I don't get a drink.
You need to kick the habit, Bill. I can help you.
The only way you can help me now is a load of detox chems.
What do you need?
At least a couple of doses of Fixer, a bottle of whiskey, and Radaway. I can take doses of Fixer and Radaway to gradually flush my system over time while drinking decreasing shots of diluted whiskey. This shit better be worth it, man.
Dang, my speech is not high enough. I don't have that on me right now.
Withdrawal could kill me if I don't get them soon.
Dang. Okay. As interesting as that dialogue would have been if I told him to stick his finger down his throat to flush them away, I don't think that would honestly work. So let's just go talk to her, see what she has to say. I'm gonna get the chems for them, and then we'll take them both back to them. I guess, yeah. The easiest way is going to be to go to her and then go to that other guy we talked to first. That was right by Dixon, and then we'll come back to this guy. I'm hoping that leaving Dixon alive isn't a mistake. I have a weird feeling that I'm gonna end up regretting it, but yeah, we'll see. Dixon seems like a pretty reasonable drug dealer. if such a thing exists. So I'm sure he's gonna just take our word for it and let the precious caps that he would have been making off of those two guys slip through his fingers. We will see, though, once we do get these detox chems and put these guys in a makeshift rehab. Kicking drugs is no joke. I believe heroin can't kill you, but I know alcohol is definitely one of those super hard drugs that actually does and will kill people if they don't have it. If they're, you know, anatomically addicted, physically dependent on this stuff. Okay, so I need to go here first. I think. Well, let's go talk to her and see what she has to say. I mean, it's not going to hurt. If anything, we're going to just need to get the stuff that they're requesting. Either that or we're going to have to up our speech, which sucks because we kind of need to be putting it towards guns right now. That's part of the whole reason we're doing missions, is so that we can get this level going up. Hopefully she'll either have some chems or have some advice. If she doesn't have advice and she does have chems, we will travel to the clinic and see what we can pick up there. And then I'm sure Dixon might have some stuff that we can use too. Radaway and Fixer seems like the things that we need most. There's the Crimson Caravan that's right by here too. And they tend to have stuff. Okay, where is she? That's Dr. Drew. Those guys. Hopefully she's in. She's probably sleeping.
Medicine's running low again.
Yep, me too. Tell me about it. Crap. Don't tell me she's in the only tent that I didn't check. I feel like an idiot. That's not her. Where the heck is the doc? Somebody, anybody.
Keep an eye out for trouble.
If you ever need the assistance.
Howdy.
Goodbye. Where the heck is she? Where's our medicine woman? I don't think this is her. Yeah, I just woke you up to wake you up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll wait till 8 a.m. She should be around here, I would assume, at 8 a.m. I don't know where she is. I mean, she should have been sleeping in here, if anything. Here we go. I can tell by that mohawk.
Welcome back, friend. Crap, she doesn't have anything. Looks like we're gonna have to wait it out. Which is good though, because this waiting is going to cycle all of the places in the immediate area, including the clinic and gun runners. And Mick and Joe's, or whatever it's called. Mick and Ralph's. Nick and Ralph's. I don't know how many times we're going to have to cycle this, to be honest, because I thought we were away for a few days. Oh, crap. Where'd she go?
Hello.
Do all the doctors have mohawks? Is that just like a thing around here? You know what, let's cycle one more day. 8:20 a.m. I mean, I understand that, you know, they have to make you wait. Well, they don't have to, but it's more realistic if they make you wait 24 seconds to compensate for 24 hours. But it's still a pain. I wish you could just click the button and boom, it was done. Especially for the sake of recording, because I really don't like recording just these screens of nothingness.
Welcome back, friend.
Well, that was a weird eye motion. I need to buy medical supplies. Here we go. Right away. That's good and all, but that's not quite what I need. I need right away. So we'll visit the medical clinic, and then we'll visit the place that's right next to it, which is the Crimson Caravan, and hopefully they should have everything we need. Unfortunately, we got to get them quite the amount of stuff. I think he said he needed 10 fixers, and the other guy said he needed a bottle of whiskey, Radaway, and something else. I think the main thing we need is fixer, unfortunately. See, this should tell us here. It's like loading screen after loading screen. This episode, it's more like 1/4, maybe even 1/3 of all of the recording time has just been loading screens. It's a load of crap.
You're back.
Show me what we got for sale. Doc. Well, there's no denying you do have good stuff. I'm more of looking at street drug type stuff. Where could we buy this stuff? The Dr. Novak, I don't really think she has so much drugs. Here's the Crimson Caravan. Let's hope that they have something. I'm trying to think of where you can buy drugs in New Vegas. The only places I think that you can get chems from are mainly doctors. You know what, now that I think about it, I think I know of one place that has a lot of chems that you can purchase. I can't remember where they're at. Let me pull up that map real quick. I have it right here still. Good Springs, Mesquite Mountain, Crater. I think it might be there. It's either Red Rock Canyon. I think it's actually Red Rock Canyon.
McLafferty's been riding asses again.
Let's talk to this guy. See what he's got.
Hey there.
Still doesn't have... He does have whiskey. Take a few bottles of that. And then we'll just take all of his ammo. He didn't come all this way for nothing. Bean bags. That's funny. We might end up using those at some point if we remember that we have them. Okay guys, well that's going to have to do it for this episode. I might do this off camera and go find the fixer and stuff because that's just simple stuff. But that's going to go ahead and do it for tonight. So thank you guys, as always, so much for watching. If you like my videos, please give it a like. If you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. And as always, you guys have a great day and an even better evening. We will see you sometime very soon. Peace.